Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the last episode of the Poopy Thought Archive. Wow, guys. It's been a long journey and the circle it's gonna be wrapped up here. I'm so thankful for everyone who was watching my podcast since the episode 1. I'm just very appreciate your valuable time that you've been wasted on like hearing me out about my own personal journey in Wisconsin Madison as a PhD student during the short summer times that start from she broke up with her ex-partner who've been together for almost 8 years and want to find someone to mingle, explore about the hookup culture, and then getting into her self-discovery healing journey. Now it's about to be ending. The time has come for wrap up thoughts and everything. I'm so thankful about everything that has happened in my life during this summer. It's expectedly unexpected. I want things to happen in certain way and it turned out that none of it I can control. The things that is going to happen anyway. And the thing that you desperately want to happen, and if it's not the right time, it's not gonna be there for you. So this episode, I'm gonna wrap up about my healing journey, guys. If you've been observed my podcast since the first episode until now, you will see that my mood and my energy would swing up and down, high and low. Some podcasts I would be super slow talking, and another days or like another week I would be like speed up because there was so many things going on and it's like everything in my head just want to like pour out. So let's start off like healing from almost 8 years past relationship. Guys, this is not easy at all. I was 28 years old, so let's say I've been locked in with one person for like very long time, which is very rare. Not many people can hold on to their relationship that long, and I'm one of it. And I experienced a real life through having a romantic relationship with my partner, and it was beautiful. It's hurtful because I was knowing that my feeling changed, and I was knowing that we no longer love each other. It's just hard to face the truth. It's probably ending since the year 4. And the problem is you never address the problem. Hello. There is a problem of an age gap too. So I was just seeing research briefly that they say like if you're dating someone that younger than you, like 7 or 8 years, you actually grooming them kinda. So let's avoid dating someone who like way older than you and you are not like in the state of mind of like being a true adult that live your life yet. So let's avoid that. That's my lesson. And yeah, you shouldn't grooming others either, even you have like a good intention to like help them, nourishing them. You gotta let another human being to live by their own and avoid to take advantage out of them, right? Their young self, the life that they need to live, the specific lesson that person need to face is by themselves. And yeah, you have a good intention, you want to support them, but come on, be true to yourself. You actually have your own shit. Yeah, so I learned that I've been codependent with my ex-partner for a very long time. I pick up the good habit though. Like I organize my life, my place. I'm clean, learn about the social interaction as an adult. And that is very valuable and it's so useful for a life skill. Should be a work of parents. I feel like parents should observe their own kids and see that they're able to live their life by themselves or not. If they're not, keep feeding them good feedback or give them advice or bring them to therapies, right? Like doing something to help support them so they wouldn't fall it into a dark path by themselves and need to learn everything by themselves because it's so wounded and traumatized, and it's not easy to see the clarity that you like should move towards in your life, benefit for humanity. I mean, at least not harm the community or people surrounding them. So we will have more people who have a healthy lifestyle and habit and less harm to people in society in general. Does that make sense? I learned to forgive my parents. I learned to forgive that they are emotional unavailable because they're workaholic. And I learned that I could rebuild the new relationship with them because they're love of my life. They're not gonna leave me until the last day that they like. When I access into knowledge that I can help fix the relationship between me and my parents, at first I jumped into being the middle person for my brothers and my parents first, because they never tend to understand our freedom, our independence, that we want to explore this life, this big new world. So they like overprotective and they not know how to say things nicely. So me and my brother is like, let's fight against the parents, or we keep things from them, keep secrets of each other. But anyway, you cannot intervene people's life, even they're your family members. All you can do is give them advice, read their emotion. Are they able to talk? And the best way to talk to them is bring up the positive energy. When people in the good mindset, clear head, we can talk, at least starting from you, right? You're not like, hey, let's talk about things, and then I'm gonna tell you all of the bad shit that you've been done to me. No, starting from you by like, hey, I think it's time to talk about this, and I'm gonna talk to you logically, rationally. I'm not gonna judge, and I hope you not judge me. Learn to listen. And my key of listening is you put yourself in their shoe, thinking that you are that person who you're talking to, and they experience this thing that they're telling you, and this is their decision. Even they making bad decisions, it doesn't mean that you should judge them, telling them like, no, you shouldn't think that. No. Trying to feel them, be in the moment with them. The best part is just hear them out. Yeah, if you're advanced, you can be like, I heard you, or address that why they choose that path, or why they are so sensitive, why they unable to get out of those specific toxic situation or whatever. Just me with my brothers, he used to be an alcoholic. I trying to research, understanding about the people who have an alcoholic. Then it lead me to see that, oh, those people are just sensitive and they don't know how to address the issue, seek for help. So I trying to like give him a little bit of encouragement. That's the best I can do at that specific moment. The main things that help him through from my help is I assure that he can do it. I told him that you got this. It's not going to be today, tomorrow, next week, next month. But I know one day you'll be able to quit alcohol. I believe in you. You're strong. You're smart. I know it. I know it forever of my life. You're my brother. I know you're a good man. I know that you don't have bad intention to hurt people. And you know what? When I say that to my brothers and he just have a good encouragement to start, quit, but he can fumble back. It's fine. It's life. It's human being. And then I'm talk to my parents about my brother progress. I also encourage my parents to believe in him too. And things that change is my parents stop judging him and be there for him, supporting him, bring him to the rehab, pay for his medical and therapies. That's all they can do. They don't need to like force their nature to talk nicely, but all they can do is start parenting their kids again when they need. And when I start to like being alone a lot of time and I'm lonely, yes, I fall back to my relationship one trauma. I seek for a partner. I seek for someone that to share about problems and then ask for the advice. No. I know now why people pay for therapies, because even they read the manuscription, but they at least know how to address your issue. Do it professionally. What I did, it's totally wrong. Seek for help from the stranger? Nah. And with friends, you know, everyone have their own shit, especially the graduate students. So they're not going to be there to hear you out every fucking times they see your face and then you're like, oh, help me out. This is my problem. No, we're not doing that. So I would just like, I read more philosophy. I do the meditation, healing, self-reflection, introspection. I wrote my journal, reread it, wrote it again, reread it over and over until I feel that I'm stable. When I'm stable, I start to see that if I'm lonely, first of all, I need to focus about my daily task and make it, nail it nicely. Clean my place, cooking, do it nicely as my best potential because I care about myself. I seek for better health, better habit, so I'd rather do it at my best capability, at least in a day. And then there was always going to be some times that I'm get tired and lonely, that is like I'm not even enjoying shitty popcorn movie no more. It's hard for me to go back to watch my favorite old movie because I'm still traumatized. I've been watching it with my partner for the whole fucking time. Anyway, I developed a new path of life, but there was some specific time that I still need some support. And who you gonna turn to? Call your parents. Yeah. During my college life, I call my parents once a month. Sometimes we ghost each other for like a couple months. Is that bad? Because we don't know how to communicate, and then I'm not comfortable to communicate with them because I have so many secrets or something that I don't think they were gonna understand and judge me. However, since I was like able to accept myself, not lying to myself, I know exactly what best communication level that I can share with my parents. So when I talk to my parents, I have a good mood. I don't throw my problems to them because I used to do that. I was like call them like at the beginning when I have a heart broken, I call them and I cry all the time. And I understand that they don't want to talk about it because they don't care about me. No. They care about me that much that they don't want to see me crying. It breaks their heart when they see me crying. I just need to like self-reflection and introspection so I learn about it. So when I talk to them, I was just like asked about their daily life and then, bring good energy, sharing your positivities. And that is healing, bro. It actually feel heartfelt and warm inside, and then they can feel the warmness and then they smile at me so big. We can just like say, I love you truly, and that is much better. And with friends, yes, I have like a circle of friends now that I truly trust, and that is giving me enough support to seek for a new connection with the new people and not projecting my insecurity or my problems to them. So you will meet people with your best positive self so they could comfortable hang out with you and develop good healthy relationship as a friend. And lastly is my romantic relationship. At first I start to be like, okay, no, I'm not gonna date with anybody no more. I don't need anyone, just me. I need to love myself. But self-love and self-care is the toughest test ever. Okay? It's not easy at all. You think you know about self-love? Oh my God. Fuck you. Fuck you. I just telling myself. You seek for all of like knowledge to like learn to love yourself. But you know what? It's not gonna work from the text or the YouTube channel. It's your own experiences. When you feel that you love yourself, you forgive yourself for making bad decisions. You forgive yourself for your downfall, that you hurt the others people, and also forgive people who hurt you. It take me forever. 28 fucking years. I don't know. It's like my adulthood. I still need to learn. Every of each day, I still fumble back to be like, insecure. Oh my God, I'm hurt. Oh my God, I miss him. It happens sometimes. And it's gonna hit you out of nowhere. Even you do enough self-work and self-care, it's a long journey, man. It's like PhD research, for real. Because you never know when the wave of your like past traumatized will hit you again. Sometimes it hit because you was in isolation. Sometimes it's hit because of some random people trigger you. So it's not easy at all. I was like, okay, just me. Celibacy. I started my journey of celibacy like 4 months ago. This is like month 4 now, and it's give me tremendously clarity in my mind. I see the bullshit in relationship, especially romantic relationship, very quickly because I'm not let myself into the delusional image that I creating about me and that person. First of all, trying to not love their potential, because when you're seeing someone that is your crush or someone that you like potentially could be a partner with, you love that image. You love what you think they are. So it's not gonna work for me to like hook up or like, okay, let's be boyfriend girlfriend next week and then we can build relationship together. No, it's not gonna work for me no more since I'm like celibate. I need to take it super slow to learn about that person, and time will tell. Time will tell that how long this person love you unconditionally through the time that they put the effort to be around you. They don't need to be with you like 24/7, but are they still orbiting, still around you? Tap in a very genuine intention, right? They tap in just to ask you like, are you doing okay? Or they call you, they give you a call, or they do something nice to you. You preserve the time, your energy to be with yourself, to remain in positive light, so you can offer people relationship. And I trying to do that. I've been dating with someone and then I love them so much, but even so, you feel like everything was right. The time is not right. The conditions or unexpected thing come up, and it takes so much responsibility for you to balance your energy and your mood, to be able to talk, communicate with each other like truthfully. That's not easy. So I'm still deadly single. And yeah, I'm celibate, and that is a greatest feeling that I've got. I did convert into nun for one point. After my previous hookup 4 months ago, I opened the book, the praying book that my friend gave me. Is a Buddhist Lanese praying book. And then I looked at it, and then I found like a line of like convert to the nun, and I did that. And yeah, people just like, man, like it doesn't mean any shit, but for me it's a great practice that I could set my intention that I wanted to devoting for myself, my own health, my own mental, spiritual journey. I'm no longer gonna be narcissistic spiritual person no more, guy. I dropped that. Okay, I'm gonna seek for my authentic truth about my identity, my mood. I'm gonna be true to myself in every moment. I need to have like enormous self-awareness level to manage, to control myself, that I won't hurt anybody and won't let anybody hurt me, because the peace internally is so important for you to live your life each day. Also, converting to the nun helped me to quit vape, weed, drinking. Like I still do all those things, not vape though. I still like smoke cigarette, drink socially, and weed sometimes, but very like small amounts. Not trying to numb myself no more, because I know how much the time that I'm sober is precious. Because life's short, guys. So when you are in the moment and you see all the beautiful thing, or even like your own thought that is so smart and sharp and it's come out of nowhere, it's happened when you're sober. It happened when your mind is clear. And that's happened to me when I'm converting to a nun. And plus, I went to the Catholic Christian church, and it's a Spanish one too. At first, I just seeking for something that could grounded me, like hearing the gospel and the chanting, people in the church sing together and chanting together. It soothed my soul. And then I realizing that actually the spirits from my roots, like ancestor or Buddhism, probably unable to like cross Pacific Ocean to come and protect me here. Like it still protect me, but it's so hard to tune in with like those kind of spiritual things. Because like when you were in Thailand, you would see like old shit, antique shit. For example, Like you live in Chiang Mai, that we have some like old temple construction and it's appear at the random on the street, and then you like look at it and then you like, ooh, wow, that was spirit here. But in here, that culture is either Native American, which is so hard for me to tune in. I barely see Native American people, y'all. The space of a park or like a jungle is not near enough. But Christianity, wow, you see shirt everywhere, every kind. It's very variety of the belief. But I lucky enough to find the Catholic Spanish shirt because it's match my freak. If I'm gonna develop a relationship with God in this individualistic culture at United States, it need to be through these Mexican culture, 100%. With Mexican culture, it's very match my freak. Like for real, I love their vibe. I love their family-oriented upbringing. I love how fun they can be, how romantic they can be. I love all of this. I just like see myself marriage with like some, Spanish Mexican dude here. I go to church every Sunday just because I wanted to have a day that holy for me, that match with my spiritual journey that's still expanding. I don't care about people looking at me weirdly because they can't say that, oh, you cannot connect with God because you Asian. No, they can't discriminate me in that sense. I read Bible. If I'm devoting to pray, it's my choice. And I have a freedom to do that in here. I never see myself to be as healthy as this before in my life. I was so scared being alone. But I would tell everyone like, oh, I don't care. I'm going to die in the 3 minutes. I actually planned my death scene. I think I'm going to die by took a bunch of shroom and then walk into the jungle, meditating, die under a big tree, and then let the bear or tiger or wild animal eating me alive. That's how I imagine myself dying. If I can't find any partner, if I'm meant to be single forever in my life, I would die that way. I still believe that. To having this kind of thought, maybe it's my coping mechanism. Tell myself that I am actually okay, but maybe I'm not. After I break up with my ex, it's because that I think that I'm ready to be a wife. For real. I'm ready to lock in with someone, devoting my life as a wife or a mother. I always I don't want to have kids, kids. But if I'm healthy enough and I know that I'm going to be a good parent and my partner a good parent, I'm down. My mind changed when I'm almost going to hit 30. And it's probably a long journey for me to find the perfect partner to marriage with. So I'm going to move toward to find my perfect partner. And I'm not rushing it. But yeah, I broke up because we're not seeing each other marriage and merging between two families, which is I really want that. I want to have a good legacy if I'm going to have kids, a family. I want my partner to have a good family upbringing, future plan and shit and stuff we can figure it out together. But you need to be a healthy person and work on yourself as the same level, which is I don't know, guy, am I gonna find one? I know myself more, at least before I got hit by car and die here badly, or I don't know, being kidnapped by some psychopath in Midwest. Before that day, I need to have my own goal for myself that I set up by myself, not being intervening or influencing by the other superficial level, the society tell you what to do. No. So when I have that kind of thing, I have a clear mindset to move towards to that goal. And I just starting to do a social media. You guys know it. Yes. And my intention of my social media preference is not I want to be famous or anything, even I know that I'm famous. I call myself influencer just because I cause some impact to very small group of people. It's not I'm gonna be a life coach or someone well known in a big circle. No, I'm not seeking for that. I just done so many stuff and I think it's cool. I admitting that it's cool. It's take me a long time to value things that I have done in the past. Yes, I archive many things, but I'm so shy to show it to the world, show it to people. But then when I moved here and then I start to connect with people, and then they do this shit, and then I was like, oh, I done this shit too, and then I show my work to them, and then they was like, dang, that's cool. So I was just like, I'm gonna show it to the world too, just to lay out my thoughts and my past creative side to the specific people that I might potentially will connect with them in the future. And if it's healthy, if it's not like bring people down, I'm gonna do that, you know? That's how I start my social media public figure journey. I'm not obsessively looking for the like and share and like the views. No, I'm not. I'm not obsessing with that. All I need is just like I did something and I post, and it's gonna be sat into a little corner somewhere in internet, and maybe someday like the Gen Alpha, you know, like a shy right now, like at least my niece, she see it and she was like, wow, my auntie was cool. Or even the people who need some company, like my friends told me that they listen to my podcast and go to bed, just that kind of shit. Or even so on my funeral, if it's don't have anything fun and creative to do, just lay out all my work, like doing exhibitions or playing my podcast on my funeral, you know? It's gonna bring up to be something. Or if it's nothing, it's fine. It's not easy at all to like being the spiritual persons, thinking uniquely, authentically, express yourself to the people who are not quite familiar to this kind of people. It's not easy. They're gonna question you. They're gonna challenge you. And that's fine. If you stay positive, your mind was clear, you can talk to anybody of the world. They're not gonna shake up things that you've been built at a solid foundation for your own self, for your own belief. They can't do that if you're certain about your life, everything you have done, because you accumulate the knowledge from your own life experiences, and it's all meaningful because you do the work of self-reflection and introspections, and its value, it's make you who you are today. If you are at the level of like, you know that you healthy and you don't have a bad intention to harm anybody or the environment, so be proud of it. Be proud of yourself. Don't question yourself. Be certain about who you are. I think that's all I'm gonna say. The reason that I wrapped up everything because I'm gonna move out to the new apartment, so I'm gonna start fresh, new life, new me. I'm excited for that. I'm going to say goodbye to you guys with this a standard bedroom which is overpriced in the Midwest. So thank you for listening, and see you again whenever I come back. Bye. I love you all. I love you so much. I love you, Poppy Nattamon. Bye.